today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 4 catches, 51 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Second down and inches. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 more there and another first down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On the draw, here's Stroud. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Stroud backed up near his goal line. Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. He's going to look deep down the field. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Stroud. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little bit. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Ethan Evans on now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, and discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Here's Ethan Evans now. Fielded just inside the 20. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That is caught by Dell. And they're going to speed things up here. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got his man, Dell. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Stroud sets up the play action. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Stroud will look to throw once more. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's loose again. Touchdown, Houston. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Texans are pouring it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pushing through puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Texans scoop it. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And he's got Smith and Jigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba, 43 yards. And the Texans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And this effort will not get done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Shifts by him. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Rams on third down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That'll be caught by Cup. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. Launches deep, a jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. LA readies for its next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 9 now. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2nd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And quickly they get to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be caught.